news on Mr. Sly Media right here. This right here is my review on the Saturday Night Live movie. Everybody knows about Saturday Night Live, one of the longest running sketch comedy shows. It's been out for well over a decade now, heading into its 50th year coming this year when it comes back. Started in 1975, and this movie is based off everything that went on right before their first ever live action episode of Saturday Night Live. So this show, man, yeah, this movie pretty good. I liked it. I just think the pacing a little bit was kind of a little bit all over the place and all that, but it was pretty good because you got to see some of the actors and actually what was going on, what led to that. It being, on Sunday Night Live, how a lot of people, a lot of board directors and all that didn't really believe it. They just said, oh, if this doesn't work, we can always do just reruns of Carson and all that, or just do a behind the scenes of it or something like that. That's what happened. So it's crazy to see everything what Lauren Michaels went through to get that show and to get Saturday Night Live up and running and all that. We see a lot of characters. We see Jim Henson. Seeing Jim Henson there kind of will make me realize I would like to see a Muppets biopic. I would like to see what started the Muppets, how that. So I like to see a Jim Henson biopic about that. But we see an actor playing Jim Henson's in it. We see Chevy Chase and all that in it as well. I didn't know Chevy Chase was kind of like that until I have heard stories about him, but I didn't know how much of an a-hole Chevy Chase was actually and all that back of that. They say he still is like that now. So I didn't actually know all that and everything. So we get also Gary Morris, who's actually the first black actor, first black comedian, I should say, on Saturday Night Live. First black actor / comedian that was on Saturday Night Live, which he definitely should have been got his flowers. I know he just got his Hollywood Walk of Fame this year, but he should have been had that, man. He should have been had star on the Walk of Fame, man. The first ever, black comedian was on Saturday Night Live, but it talks about him, what everything he was going through, being the older guy, being the first black guy and stuff. Even though later on down the road he dealt with stuff because he was stereotyped because of that, because he was a black guy, one of the few black guys on Saturday Night Live. The same thing Eddie Murphy dealt with, and of course why Damian Wayans ended up just quitting literally on Saturday Night Live, what he dealt with. But yeah, so see, about Gary Morris, see what he was, going through and all that, everything like that. Also as well, we got about John Belushi. John Belushi was a wild one and all that. R.I.P. to John Belushi, but we seen that he was a wild one. He was like the ODB of comedy, it seems like. So he was a wild dude. So man, we see a lot. We definitely, see a lot of the actors, see what they were going on, what they had going through and all that as well. So it's the it, like I said, overall it was good entertainment. I always like to see history on stuff, how it was being made, and I can't believe that was so long ago, 1975, when it first came out, Saturday Night Live. So almost nearly 50 years, Saturday Night Live has been up and running, longest running sketch comedy show and all that, and headed to their 50 years, they ain't finna slow down at all. But Saturday Night Live's produced a lot of great legendary comedians besides that. Of course, I forgot Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd was as well, who was played by Dylan O'Brien. By Dylan O'Brien, who, everybody knows him from being in the Maze Runner, seeing him. And all the actor that played Chevy Chase, he was the Riddler in the Batman movie. So a lot of these actors, they did their thing. They really embodied these characters and all and stuff. But Saturday Night Live, like I said, did produce a lot of great legendary comedians. Like I said, from Adam Sandler's, Chris Rock's, Eddie Murphy, Jason Sudeikis, Will Ferrell, all of them. Of course, Kenan Thompson. Of course, we've been knew about Kenan Thompson from, him being on all that and everything like that. But Kenan Thompson, legendary, definitely legendary on Saturday Night Live and all. So a lot. Saturday Night Live has produced a lot of good acts, man. A lot on SNL. So man, just to see how it all started, how nobody believed in it, and see, even thing with George Carlin who ended up hosting it and all that and everything. Seeing he was on what he was doing, doing them drugs and everything. A lot of them was like that, on them drugs and everything and stuff. So a lot of stuff, was going on behind the scenes and stuff and everything. Even the whole incident, crazy incident with Milton Berle, situation where he kind of whips his thing out in front of Chevy Chase and all that and everything, while he's talking to Chevy Chase's girlfriend, which eventually turned, wife and all that and everything and stuff. I'm like, dang. Milton Berle, was the guy, my generation, we know Milton Berle. He guest starred on the Fresh Prince. I remember the episode Will Smith lost his tonsil. He was that old dude in the hospital. That was with Will Smith. I didn't even know that's the guy's name, Milton Berle, and all that and everything. But yeah, him, boy, he was one of them first Me Too movements guys, boy. He got canceled that night doing stuff like that now, boy, and everything. But he was on it, you know what I'm saying? So he was one of them first ones like that. I didn't even know that, but Wow. So, like I said, a lot of stuff you don't know what goes on behind the scenes and a lot of wild stuff and everything. So, like I said, I would introduce all the actors in their other film, like Chevy Chase and National Lampoon's Vacation. That's how I introduced Chevy Chase. Dan Aykroyd from seeing him in Ghostbusters and in Trading Places with Eddie Murphy. That's how I got introduced. That's how I got introduced to him. Then Gary Morris, of course, like I said, I knew him from really got introduced to him through watching Jamie Foxx show. He was also played Stan on One for the first couple seasons, and of course, as well, he was in Two Broke Girls as well. So that was my introduction to Gary Morris through all those TV shows. But to see where they all start off at, and of course, John Belushi. I remember seeing him on Animal House, and of course, in the Blues Brothers as well. And of course, for me, I used to watch his brother's show, According to Jim. That was of course his brother's show, but yeah, man, just seeing where they all start off at, seeing their origin, see how Lorne Michaels, how nobody believed in him, and look where he started now. It's a big franchise. Saturday Night Live is still, like I said, at the top and everything. Everybody still watches. Everybody still loves it. So, man, this like I said, this is a very very good, very very good movie if you want to if you're a fan of like sketch comedy and all that and everything. Not like I say my favorite movie of the year, nothing like that. It was good for a little small, for a good little independent film just to see, stuff and how it happens, the origins and everything. So solid movie, man. If you're into sketch comedy and want to know the origin about Saturday Night Live, it's a good movie that gives you inside information about that. So solid movie, man. Saturday Night Live, the movie, definitely solid, man. Like I always say, if you like the content, please don't hesitate to hit subscribe button to Sly News right on Mr. Sly Media. And I forgot about that too. Like I said again, I would like to see them after seeing what Saturday Night Live did. I would like to see next a Jim Henson Muppet movie. I was very interested in that and all. I know people don't talk about the Muppets a lot. They kind of become a little bit extinct. People don't talk about the Muppets enough, but I really would like to see a Muppets biopic and all that with Jim Henson for sure. No, but like I said, y'all have a good day. Be safe wherever you're at. Next video coming, I will be talking about the Piece by Piece movie for Pharrell Williams. He just been promoting this movie. I heard it's good. I heard the soundtrack is good because Pharrell's one of my favorite producers. So next review I'm definitely gonna do is about Piece by Piece. I know I talked about it in my last video, but I just now been able to see this online now. So my next review will be about Piece by Piece. Y'all be safe. This is Sly News. One of Mr. Sly Media. I'm out.